Ladies and gentlemen, is William Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, a one term president? Because this narrative is gaining momentum. And if you take a look at the political temperature and the way this administration is unpopular on the ground, you can clearly tell that it might be true. But allow me to play for you a short clip where the former Mungiki leader by the name Ndura Waruinge is exposing why President William Ruto is a one-term president. Please watch this.
The Ruto factor, the Ruto issue in this country, that's a gone case. Ruto is a one-term president. And
how do you know that?
I know, I can tell you that. All problem with the people he's trying to fight are the drivers of decision making.
Yeah.
The Kikuyus are the drivers of any decision in Kenya, are the drivers of the economy, are the drivers of hate, are the drivers of tribalism, are the drivers, anything, name it. Kikuyus are the drivers of all those things. And they have money and they have the control. And when they have decided they are going to fight you, they will fight you with their bodies, with their spirit, with their soul, and with whatever that is at their disposal.
Please like the video to reach many people as possible. In case it is your first time, support us by subscribing and turning on the notification bell so that whenever we have such informative videos like this, you will be the first person to be notified. Thank you. Let us come back to the point of contention. I strongly believe that for President Ruto to win a second term, it is not going to be a walk in the park. And the mountain has rejected President William Ruto. That is a fact. He knows it. Those who are close to him should tell him that Mount Kenya is not going to be part of his re-election. If at all, he will be granted an opportunity to serve for a second term, which is also going to be difficult for obvious reasons. And allow me just to name the reasons. Number one, there is a perception that the current head of state has let many Kenyans down in terms of fulfilling the promises he made in 2022. And therefore, there is no narrative to be used again to cheat Kenyans or to convince Kenyans to vote for him in 2027. That is the reality on the ground. The current head of state came to power through a beautiful narrative. That was the hustler narrative. How many hustlers in your ward, in your constituency, in your county, and even in the country are now enjoying the narrative of the hustler nation? Hustlers versus dynasties. How many hustlers are now in cabinet? How many hustlers? How many mama mbogas are now enjoying what President William Ruto said, that this government will be the government of mama mboga and boda boda? How many of them have been given an opportunity to serve in this administration? How many of them have been empowered? That is a question that Kenyans are asking themselves. So it is obvious that this narrative of one-term presidency, it is going to get momentum. And if the current head of state is not careful, he will be sent to Sugoi. That is the reality on the ground. What he must do is to ensure that he works for the people of Kenya. He makes sure that the promises he made in 2022 are fulfilled. He makes sure that the cases that we are hearing in the Republic of Kenya, cases to do with abductions, are dealt with. Then maybe Kenyans can think otherwise to give him another chance to be the president, but it is not going to be a walk in the park. Let me come back to politics. Let's take a look at the historical data in politics. In Nyanza region, where the current head of state is now banking on if Raila Amolo Odinga wins African Union Commission chairmanship, which is also might be something that they were trying to use to get Raila Amolo Odinga out of Kenyan politics. But if he wins, the better. I don't have anything bad against the whole mzee. But let me talk about what will happen if at all William Ruto, the president, is banking on Nyanza as a region to win a second term bid. Let me tell you, in 2022, there were about 700,000 voters who never turned out to vote. 700,000 registered voters. And remember, by that time, Raila Amolo Odinga, a man they love, was running for presidency for the fifth time. If Raila Odinga is not running, let me ask you something. Who will convince them to come out to vote? If Ruto is running, that is the reality. Who will convince them that now William Ruto is a good person? Let's get out and go and vote for him. Let me tell you, it is not going to be a walk in the park. Those who are supporting William Ruto in Nyanza region, they will do what is called a door-to-door campaign, because they will say mtu wetu hayuko, baba yuko kwa ballot, mbona mnaniambia niamke? Kwanza wanasema kwamba the president has already won. And I think that is also what informed the decision of those 700,000 voters not to come out to vote, because they thought Raila Amolo Odinga had already won the election because it was being supported by Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. So let me tell you, let me be honest with you. William Ruto should not bank on Raila Amolo Odinga's backyard. That is Nyanza region. Then we have Western region. Mudavadi. I have respect for Mudavadi, but the reality on the ground is that Mudavadi has got no following in Western. That is the reality. Maybe Wetangula has got following in where he comes from, Bungoma and other counties. But the larger percentage of Luyas, most of them always are supporting Raila Amolo Odinga. And I'm still asking you, if Raila Amolo Odinga will not be running, what will be the need for them to vote? And remember, they were also having another opinion that President William Ruto could have appointed one of their own to be the deputy president after successfully impeaching Rigathi Gachagua. That did not take place. So what is it that is going to make them to come out to vote for President William Samoei Arap Ruto? And I think the Gen Z, the Kenyan youth, many people do not subscribe to President William Ruto's political ideologies as we speak. And those Gen Zs, they cut across all 47 counties in the Republic of Kenya. So don't cheat yourself. That is going to be easy for William Ruto to win a second term in 2027. Just what the former Mungiki leader, that is Ndura Warwinge, has said, that William Ruto is a one-term president. That is what he has said. Now, I promise at the end of my videos to carry out civic education. This is what you need to do. You need to register as a voter as soon as possible once the IEBC portal is opened. Why am I saying this? The beauty of being a registered voter is that you can participate in by-elections and you can also participate in general elections. And I've been saying that by-elections can be occasioned by natural issues. For example, if a member of parliament dies, or maybe we have a court declaring that seat vacant because the person was elected in a manner that does not respect the Kenyan constitution, that seat can be declared vacant. Number two, remember to demonetize politics. This is a disease that is killing Kenyan politics, because we are not in a position to get better leaders who can lead this country, because they do not have money to bribe voters. Then lastly, remember to vote for a policy, because once you vote for a policy, you will get leaders who can do better in your ward, constituency, county, and even in the country at large. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I will see you in the next video.